morning, students. Welcome to the session of virtual classes of Oscar Public School. Children, today we will revise chapter 1 and 2 of the textbook Honeysuckle. Children, chapter number 1. First of all, I will tell you the summary of chapter number 1. Who did Patrick's homework? You will learn question answers as well as the word meanings. Children, you have to prepare for your half yearly exams. Clear? So let's revise chapter number 1. Who did Patrick homework? Children, Patrick was like any other boy who loved outdoor games like basketball, hockey, Nintendo, etc. He was a good player but was not interested in studies. He was not interested in the studies. Because of his less interest in studies, he did not do his work and was warned by his teacher. One day, he found his cat playing with a doll. But when he looked at it closely, he found that it was a small man elf. It was a small man elf. Children, what is elf? Elf is a supernatural human. It is a small, very small, tiny. He was wearing a woolen shirt, a tall hat and breeches. He was scared of cat as he felt the cat might kill him while playing and needed help badly. He wanted Patrick to save him and instead he promised to grant him a wish. What happened, children? He was scared of that cat as he saw his cat was playing with a doll. Elf was scared of a cat as he felt the cat might kill him while playing and needed help. He wanted Patrick to save him and instead he promised to grant him a wish. Patrick felt happy and called himself a lucky one. He asked the elf to do his homework. Though the elf was not good as it, he offered to do his for him for 35 days, which is equal to 1 semester. Children, the little man said to Patrick to save me, and in return he promised to grant Patrick a wish. Patrick saved the little man. He was much pleased. He asked the little man to do all his homework till the end of his semester. That is 35 days, children. That's why he could get A's. He won A grade every time in the semester. The little man did not like it, yet he agreed to do so. The little man was not intelligent, but he agreed to do so as he granted the wish to him. He began his work in the right earnest. However, there was one difficulty. He needed Patrick's help doing the homework properly. Every time he wants Patrick help. Sometimes the elf would ask for a dictionary. He would request Patrick to look up a word and speak its spellings loudly. When it came to maths, it was worsened. The elf did not know much of it. So Patrick has to sit beside him and guide him all the time. It was the same thing with history also. Patrick had to go out to the library, get the books and read them to the elf. The elf would write those points in the homework of history. Patrick had to do much hard work. Children, little man was weak in English, maths, and history. He asked Patrick help while doing his homework of these subjects. He said them that he has to read loudly the English words, its spellings. When it came to maths, Elf do not know about the tables. Patrick has to sit beside him and guide him all the time. And when it comes the history turn, Patrick had to go to the library, get the books, and read them loud to the elf. Then elf would write those points in his homework answers. Patrick had to do much hard work. Finally, the last day of school arrived, children, and the elf was free to go. Means 35 days were about to over. The homework had been completed. Patrick got A grade. He got A's in each and every subject. His classmates were amazed and his teachers smiled. His parents wondered how their son had become such a model kid that he is getting A grades in each and every subject. Patrick indeed developed the whole new attitude towards studies. Now, what do you think, children? Elf did all this? No. Patrick thought that the elf had done this homework. But what was the truth, children? The truth was that he was all along doing it himself. As he was busy reading spellings, he was busy telling the tables. Even he used to go to the library to search books and say the answers of history. So whose hard work? Patrick hard work was there. In reality, Patrick did all this homework by himself. He had to help the little man again and again with proper guidance. He has to go to the library to do the work. Clear, everyone? Yes? Now all of you have to learn word meanings from your book and classwork notebook. Now we will discuss question answers, children. Page number 11, children, working with the text. Question answers we are reading now. What did Patrick think his cat was playing with? Children, Patrick thought that his cat was playing with a little doll. In reality, it was an elf, that is a man of tiniest size. Question number 2. Why did the little man grant Patrick a wish? Patrick saved the little man's life from cat, as he did not hand him over to the cat. Out of gratefulness, the elf promised to grant a wish to Patrick, because Patrick saved the little man's life from the cat. Question number 3. What was Patrick's wish, children? What was the wish towards him? Children, Patrick hated doing his homework. What was the Patrick wish? Patrick hated doing his homework. So, when the little man promised to grant him a wish, Patrick asked the elf to do all his homework for 35 days until the end of the semester. Question number 4. In what subjects did the little man need help to do Patrick's homework? The little man was particularly weak in English, maths and history. Hence, he asked Patrick help while doing the homework of these subjects, because he was weak in English, maths and history. Question number 5. How did Patrick help him? Patrick sat beside the little man, stayed up late nights to guide him. He used to wake up till late nights while doing the homework. He brought books from the library and read out those books to the little man. Who do you think that Patrick's homework, the little man or Patrick himself? Who did the Patrick homework? Give reason for your answer. Yes, tell me. Who did Patrick's homework? Patrick himself did his homework. In reality, Patrick did all his homework by himself. He had to help the little man over and again with proper guidance and brought books from library to do the homework. Clear everyone? This chapter is complete now. I hope you all have understood this chapter summary as well as you will learn question answers and word meanings. Children, tests will be posted in the group during query time. Now I will tell you the summary of chapter number 2. How the dog found himself a new master. Given on page number 17. First of all, I will tell you the summary of this chapter, then we will discuss question answers. Once upon a time, dogs lived in the forest like wolves. They were their own masters. Then one day, there happened to be a dog who did not like this sort of life. He did not like to be always looking for food. He was sick of remaining frightened by those who were stronger. He thought over the problem. Then he decided to become the servant of one who's stronger than anybody else. So, what happened? He decided to become the servant of the one who was stronger than anyone else. So, first of all, the dog were once their own masters and lived their life themselves. They have to search food, they have to wander here and there in the search of food. But now he want himself a master. So he began to search. The dog began to search. He went on walking. He met a big wolf. What he went? Children, on the way he met a big wolf who was as strong as he was, looking fierce. He was so fierce. The wolf asked him where he was going. The dog told him that he was looking for someone to take up service with it. He said that would you like to be my master, wolf? So wolf said, I don't see why not. Okay. He agreed, the wolf agreed, and the two of them moved together. When they walked and walked, suddenly wolf lifted his nose. And what happened? He hid himself into the bushes deeper inside. The dog was surprised to look that what come over you, master? Because he said, I want anybody faithful, my master. So he asked wolf that what happened? What is frightening you? So the wolf replied that there came a bear. He said, there came a bear. They walked and walked until they came across a bear. Seeing the bear, the wolf hid himself in a bush. The dog was much surprised. He asked the wolf what the matter was. The wolf said that the bear could eat both of them. When the dog saw the bear was stronger, then the wolf left. The dog left the wolf. He went to the bear to be his servant. Soon after, he found that the bear was afraid of lion. Again he asked the same question. What he asked? What come over you? Would you be my master? He asked the bear. Would you be my master? So the bear agreed. Again, they both were moving. Bear was moving with that dog, and on the way there came the lion. Soon he found that the bear was afraid of the lion. So the dog decided to serve the lion. The lion agreed to it. He lived happily with the lion for a long time. It was a good life. Just as the dog had wanted, the lion was strongest beast in the forest. No one dared to touch or offend the dog. Now what happened? At last, one day the dog and the lion were walking side by side. Dog and the lion were walking side by side along a narrow path. The lion smelt a man and told the dog to run away with him. Otherwise, they would be in trouble. So the dog said goodbye to the lion and went to the man because the dog wanted the strongest beast. Since then, the dog had been staying with the man as his the most loyal servant and knows no one other master. Since that time, the dog had been staying with the man as he is the most loyal servant and no other master. Clear everyone this summary? Now we will discuss question answers. You all will learn word meanings and question answers. Children, prepare for your half yearly. Okay? Test will be posted in the group during the query time. So all of you please learn. All of you open page number 21. First of all, we will discuss question answers working with the text. Why did the dog feel the need for a master? Why did he feel that he wanted a master? Children, the dog was sick and tired of going about alone in search of food. He did not feel safe. So he decided to have a master because he was sick to search alone for the food for himself. And he did not feel safe while going through. So he decided to have a master. Who did the first choose his master? The dog first chose wolf as his master. But he found the wolf afraid of bear, so he left the company of the wolf. First of all, he chose wolf. Why did he leave that master? He left the company of the wolf because he found the wolf afraid of the bear. Who did he choose next? The dog first chose a bear as his master because he was stronger than the wolf. The dog first chose the bear as his master because he was stronger than the wolf. Why did he serve the lion for a long time? The dog served the lion for a long time because he had no complaint against him. Secondly, he felt safe and secure. No other wild animal dared to displease him in the forest. So the dog served the lion for a long time. As he had no complaint against him, he felt safe and secure in the forest. No other wild animals dared to touch him. Who did he finally choose as master and why? The dog finally chose a man as his master. Even the lion was afraid of man. So the dog was convinced that man was the strongest creature on the earth. Okay. The dog went to join the man and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. Long ago, the dog is the man's most loyal servant and no one other master. Yes, his dogs fulfill his wish that he wants a master who is stronger than anyone on the earth. He wants a master who is stronger than anyone on the earth. So the dog finally chose the man as his master. Even the lion was afraid of man. So the dog was convinced that the man was the strongest creature on the earth. Clear everyone? Yes? So, who was the strongest creature on the earth? Man. Now, children, your homework is to learn question answers as well as word meanings. Children, test will be posted. Written test will be posted in the group during the quarry time. You all have to do the test and send me the pic along. Clear, everyone? So prepare for your half yearlies. Learn question answers as well as the word meanings for your half yearlies. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.